Sudan war, Nigeria said they will evacuate over 2,000 people from there today. But before we heard about this evacuation, there were different things that went viral. The fact that they said they will only evacuate them via road and not through the air because of the airport is not safe.
My understanding is that Khartoum Airport in the capital of Sudan has been obliterated completely. So where will Air Peace land? Even the US and the UK that moved their diplomats and all their workers out of Sudan did it by helicopter. So Air Peace, for the kind of jets that Air Peace flies, you need a proper airport. You can't use a landing strip or a football field. You need a runway and you need proper air support, logistics. I don't think they can fly into Khartoum. So I think our people still have to be bussed, probably to the Ethiopian border, which I think is on the western coast of Sudan. Then possibly Air Peace can fly into Ethiopia and pick them up and bring them back. How easily do you move 2,000 people, whether by road or by air? Even by road, the average bus can't even take 100 people. So imagine how many bus loads it's going to take to move 2,000 people several hundred miles to get to the Ethiopian border. It's not going to be an easy task. Even if it was going to be by air, it wouldn't be an easy task either. What surprised me, to tell you the truth, in this whole story was that we had that many people in Sudan. I didn't even know that Nigerians know where Sudan is, let alone that we have 30,000 or more going to school in Sudan. They say, Abike Dabiri, head of NIDCOM, said yesterday there's up to 3 million Nigerians in Sudan. And I said, what's the population of Sudan that 3 million of Nigerians live there? And what did we go and find there? What are we looking for? I hear people going to UK, going to US, going to Europe, going to Sudan. Sudan is, in my view, is not as good as our own country. So
that's like, think it's part of the Japa.
That's like fleeing from frying pan to fire. You leave Nigeria and go to Sudan, my God. So please, we need to do something about Nigeria quickly to stop people from fleeing from here because they're going from bad to worse places. Sudan. All
right. Another thing trending is the fact that Utopia have actually blocked some Nigerians fleeing. They stopped them at the border. According to reports, they are allowing other people, citizens of other countries, to pass through, but they are not allowing Nigerian students to pass through.
Yes, and the reason for that is because globally, we as a people have a reputation for either overstaying our welcome or illegally migrating or staying with expired visas. We have that reputation to where many countries, even Dubai, that has open visa. Dubai, you don't need to apply. They stamp your passport when you get to the border. But because our people have abused our privilege, even Dubai has restricted us from this visa on arrival thing now. So Ethiopia is probably looking at it and saying, if we allow these people into our country, they will never leave. And so I'm not saying it's fair, and I'm not saying it's the right thing, because I don't think you can stereotype a whole country. There is no set of people that doesn't have a few bad eggs here, but the overwhelming majority of Nigerians are good people who will abide by the law. Right? But some bad eggs have given us a very poor reputation internationally. And so the rest of us have to suffer because of those few bad eggs. So Ethiopia, I can't blame them. I blame us at the end of the day, because we are responsible for our own reputation management, and we are responsible for our own values and our own ethics. And so when you look at the decision they made, they are protecting their own interest. And I have always believed that your own national interest should supersede any other considerations of bilateral relations, foreign affairs with other countries, your own national interest. And Ethiopia has looked at it and made a judgment which is discriminatory. I'm not disputing that. It's a discriminatory decision. So I'm not saying Ethiopia has done well, but I say we have ourselves to blame that they have taken that step because some people have maligned our reputation internationally.